We need to begin to think more from compassionate aspect of life, like they say, from the heart. I believe that the more knowledge we have out there in terms of how we can coexist is something that this country or the world needs. So in this respect, it may not happen in my lifetime, but I do hope that one day we can find a good reason to be together.
I think Deer Hill offers really unique opportunities because it's not just a wilderness experience. It combines it with the service and culture. You get to see amazing landscapes and amazing places and push yourself. And then at the same time, you get to learn about a new culture, meet people that you probably would never have the chance to meet, and be in places that you would never have the chance to be in.
My relationship with Deer Hill's been really great. I've been with them for so many years that it's just like they're more or less family in a way from the ones, like the individuals that I've known for a long time.
We'd always just have Deer Hill come over anytime. Anytime they need to need us, we will be there for Deer Hill because Deer Hill has been very good to us.
For me, between us and Deer Hill, it's like a partnership, the students that come here, they contribute a lot of hard work. They do things here within a short amount of time, like within 2 days or 3 days of work, which would take me like 3 months to do.
This is the first time I've done anything like the service project, and it was awesome. It was probably one of the greatest experiences ever. My host was Milton Bluehouse, a former president of the Navajo Nation.
We're up in northeast corner of the state of Arizona on Navajo Nation.
We were working on his old land that he grew up on, and we helped put up a new fence. So we had to take out the pickets, dig new holes, put them in, line them up perfectly, and then put wire on them. And it might sound not that hard, but it was pretty difficult.
We also spent some time working on the hogan, raking it up and doing a little bit of roofing. We did put in good hours, and we worked hard all day. We took breaks for lunch and water, but we put in our best work. It felt great. It was really rewarding. And the most rewarding part about the service was not that we built the fence and it looked great or that we cleaned up the yard and it looked like a big difference, was that through working and doing service, we got to learn about the Navajo culture.
So different.
Yeah, it's really different. It's a really good experience because you get to see a totally different lifestyle than what you're used to at home,
Also, more than us just doing service to help him, it was almost an exchange where he gave us knowledge and his values on life while we helped him out and helped clean up this area so that he could live happily there.
I share the Hopi way with the students. So the experience here on Hopi is really a lot of information because for us it's a lifelong learning experience. So for the students, what I've learned so far, that's what I share with them.
It was really neat to see, just a very different way of living. I think what I'll remember about the Hopi Reservation is working in the plaza, which is a very sacred place for them. It's where a lot of their celebrations happen. And I think what I'll always remember is, we got there and we started to do work, and all these little children ran out and grabbed whatever shovels or tools they had and got right in and really tried to help, which is amazing. It was great to see.
This year we had a group that helped build a corn pit oven. We call it a goisi. And what this oven is used for is to bake sweet corn in it. It's a really big corn pit, probably, I think it was about 6 feet deep. That corn pit is used to bake the sweet corn, and then it's dried out and stored for future use.
We got to learn a little bit about such an amazing culture. It was really neat to be able to stick your toes in something so different and so neat.
They've just been so open, and the nice thing about it is they'll ask questions. By the time they leave, the questions that they come in with, we're able to answer, and that way they have a better understanding of who we are.
It felt like they really appreciated the work that we were doing for them.
I always invite them and say, when they first get here, my home is open to you. You're part of my family for this week. And that's Hopi tradition, is we welcome people in our homes.
What sticks out most is the people, honestly, because they're just the most warm and welcoming people, friendly, almost like beyond hospitable.
The Zuni were very, very, very nice to us. People I'd never talked to would wave to us as we were doing service projects in the car and honk the horn and say thank you. So they definitely were grateful.
My favorite aspect of this service experience was doing the service itself.
So one day we had to build the base of a bread oven, and so we had to like break the stones to make them even, and like we had to just like layer them up and make them as like, we had to make everything as like stable as possible with the mud. And it was like we all worked together. Like there's some people were breaking the stones, some of them were like placing them, and others were like carrying the mud. So it was nice to see that all of us were like working, pitching in and working together.
Going to the library to play games and read with other kids was a lot of fun, because it was kids we'd never met before, but they're so warm and welcoming to us. So it was a lot of fun to play games with them.
It changed my life for a really positive way. Made me think a lot about my life and what I want to do. A great experience that everyone should have.
Working with Deer Hill, it's been a really good working experience with these students, and it's a really good cultural exchange program that I felt is really working really good for us.
They're just wonderful people that we've worked with, and that the students that do come through here, through Navajo land, that I'm hoping that they take something away.
We can help each other. You know, we learn from each other, so it's a really good experience.
When they do leave here, you know, they always take something that's positive.
So I'm most proud in order to host maybe 1 or 2 or 3 groups each summer and share these ideas, and they love it. Thank you.
Canoe, and it was a lot of rapids, and it was a lot of fun. It was so exciting. It was